We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Kansas City Royals and the Arizona Diamondbacks. It's Diamondbacks baseball next on the show. Luke Weaver is on the mound for game 2. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
So striding forward now, Ryan Braun. First at bat for him here as he enters play 7th in the American League in round trippers.
You know, D-Row, we're into the summer right now. This guy's power's been off the charts. Looks like he's going to be able to do this all season long.
I think he is, Dan, and the ball's going to start flying now. Weather's starting to warm up in certain parts of the country. We're getting into the middle, late part of summer. You're going to see some epic home runs down the stretch.
Well, guys, you take a look at this Diamondback squad as they begin play here tonight. They've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and, in fact, dropping 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, this team has definitely been struggling recently, and then you get a look up right now and you're going to face the ace. Somebody has to step up for this team. I'll tell you what, if they're able to score a few early runs off him and put him on the defensive, this could be a huge momentum swing for this team.
Yeah.
Coming to the plate now, Robin Yount comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. And it's fouled away. Still a warm 88 degrees at the outset of the broadcast tonight. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Earl Hendricks.
Hey, D-Row, Earl Hendricks, he's not a guy that gets a lot of complaints by either players or pitchers. He's a pretty good umpire.
Yeah, Dan, Earl's got a great track record in his sport. He's pretty consistent, and overall, he's been a fair umpire.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Robin Yount goes down for out number 2 in the top half.
Gary Sheffield.
At the plate now, Gary Sheffield. Fouled away. Two out, nobody on. Changed up on him as this is grounded to second. Reined in. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Royals go down 1-2-3. And now the Diamondbacks will get their first turn at it. No score. Tom Seaver, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, this guy keeps his team in a ball game. He's won 2 of his last 3 starts, so he's been throwing the ball really well. And one of the keys for this guy is getting early outs to keep his pitch count down. If he can do that, he should be able to get into the 7th or 8th inning in this one here today.
Digging in, David Peralta. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And there's ball 2 now. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at the Royals as they enter play here tonight. They've got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
Ready now for the Diamondbacks, Nick Ahmed. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. fouled off. Seaver is up over 4,500 innings of work in his long career, and over those innings he's punched out a lot of hitters, more than 3,800 to be precise. He's about as dominant as they've ever been. And another foul ball. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. But this will land untouched. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Popped him up. Brett has room in foul territory. 2 down.
Batting third.
At the plate, Luis Gonzalez. His solo shot accounted for their only score of the ball game a night ago. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Steve Finley would be next. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Liner in there for a base hit.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's
Batting
2
fourth.
outs, but they always say
The
with
center
your
fielder.
man coming up, the number
Steve
4-hole monster, as soon as he
Finley.
steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
Into the box now. Steve Finley got him looking, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Diamondbacks, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Royals. Mickey Mantle. It was a 3-hit effort from him last night, so he was a big part of that victory. Outside part of the plate, the changeup is in there.
Not the ideal location for a changeup up in the zone, but he got away with it.
Grounded to short. Ahmed fields it cleanly. And safe, says the first base umpire, as the throw was too late.
Batting fifth.
I know that has to
third
be
baseman,
frustrating
number
from a
5,
pitcher's standpoint,
George
but nice execution,
Brett.
nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still 1 good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Row, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
Into the box, George Brett. Swing and a ball sliced foul into the seats down the left field line. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Batting fifth. The first baseman, Tony Perez.
Now in the box, Tony Perez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. Gone! It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, and even 30 home runs on the year as the Royals move out in front now 2-0.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
Standing in now, Ryan Sandberg. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Ball even at 2-2. Here it comes.
Ball.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
And he fouls this one off. The next 3-2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a 2-run shot, but that at bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
Stepping in now, Gary Carter. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball, 2-1. 2 out, nobody on. This is line to left, and no chance for Gonzalez. It's a base hit. So the 2-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive.
Batting 9.
So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. So now to the plate, Tom Seaver. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Vargas will put this one away, and the side is retired. The Royals come up with a pair, however, on this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's 2-0 Kansas City. So here's Eduardo Escobar. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only 1 score.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Now the 2-1. Popped him up. Brett in foul ground, and that's the first out of the inning.
Batting 5th, the first baseman, Christian Walker.
Now at the plate, Christian Walker, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. 1-2 now. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Ball 4.
Ball 4. Take your base.
Well, he battled to get it to a 3-2 count, but that pitch wasn't
Batting
even
7.
close. Now he's got a man on with 1 out, so he's got to focus on trying to get the ground ball.
Up next for Arizona, Stephen Vogt. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. A 1-1.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Walker leads off first with 1 away. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him
Batting
when the
eighth,
swing came through the
second
zone.
baseman,
I have to think he was
Gilbert
looking for something
Oro.
off speed, and he just couldn't pull the
Ball
trigger
game.
on that fastball.
In now, Ildemaro Vargas. A ball and 2 strikes now.
1-2.
This year against right-handed pitching, Vargas brings a batting average in the low 220s to the table.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. 1 left for Arizona. They trail things here 2-0. So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in the left fielder Ryan Braun.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Another try at 2-2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the 1st out.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball,
Up next
a
for the
high
Royals,
piece of cheese,
the
swung at
shortstop,
and missed. That pitch
Robin.
looks so inviting to hit,
Yeah.
but it's awfully tough to put in play.
At the plate, Robin Yount. Inside, he misses ball 4.
Now batting, right fielder, Gary Sheffield.
So coming to the plate, Gary Sheffield. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
2-1.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
3-1 to him now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2.
I think it's a real possibility that they put that run on first in motion. That would help them stay out of that double play that would end the inning, but that's also kind of risky at the same time.
The 3-2 pitch, and he misses again. Ball 4, and that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
And that's 2 free passes in the 3rd inning alone, so you have to wonder if maybe it's something mechanical or if it's just psychological. Got to get back on track here.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Mickey Mantle. Here now the 2-2. Swung on and driven to right, and no doubt about it. Gone, and that one had some extra distance. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field, the 650th of his big league career. And the Royals have opened this up now to 5-0.
Well, he's given up 2 long balls in just 2 1/3 innings of work. So it seems as though they might have his number here. Not sure how much more the manager wants to see. He needs to turn it around quick if he wants to stay in this one for a while.
Into the box, George Brett. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Tony Perez. And remember, he hit that 2-run homer his first time up. He loses him on ball 4.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Now at the plate, Ryan Sandberg. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in the setback.
Oh, that's outside.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
And that's something to worry about, too. When you combine a high pitch count with a hot night like this, like we have here, you're going to lose a lot of gas real quick.
And the 32nd pitch of the inning is swung on and missed, and that will retire the side. But not before the Royals strike for 3 on this 3-run home run. Bottom of the 3rd coming up. It's the Royals 5 and the Diamondbacks nothing. Leading off the inning, Luke Weaver, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Here it comes. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he currently sits 3rd in the AL in that category. 1 gone in the Arizona 3rd, and up next the outfielder David Peralta. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Man, this has been a game filled of a lot of swings and misses. Not very many confident swings, and this team up there, they'd swing at a butterfly right now if it flew in front of the plate. Lots of swings, lots of misses, a lot of ugly at-bats for this team right now.
Now another 1-2. Line down the left field line, but this will be foul. Here's another 1-2. Pulled toward right center field. Mantle's on the move. But it's over his head, and it hops the wall for a ground rule double.
Pretty good swing right there as he drives this ball deep. One hops over the wall, and he can just walk into second base with a ground rule double.
Into the box now, Nick Ahmed. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. 1 out and a runner on second base. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
And that's in there. Base hit. Peralta rounds the corner and is headed home. He scores as the gap shortens to 4 now.
How frustrating is that, Dan? He tries to bury something in with 2 strikes, and this guy throws out a fillet of fish to the opposite field.
You know, sometimes you have to tip your cap. That inside-out swing as a pitcher, you think you've thrown a good pitch, but sometimes as a hitter, they put a good swing on it and still ends up for a base hit.
To the plate now, Luis Gonzalez. A ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
And there's a pitch Gonzalez takes, and we're back even at 2-2. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And it's fouled away.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
A swing and a ground ball to third, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Fouled away. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Stepping in now, Steve Finley. Ball. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. 2 out with the man at first. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That could be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
There's a shot out to right center field. Ahmed blows through the stop sign, headed for home. Safe at the plate as they close the gap to 3 now.
Well, the beat goes on with this guy. Runner in scoring position. No doubt when he comes up, he's thinking RBI. What does he do? Double the drive and another run. This guy is a money run producer.
So now to the plate, Eduardo Escobar. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 3 innings complete. The Royals lead it 5-2. And back in Phoenix as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with the Kansas City manager during the inning break about the Royals' offensive production to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. So striding in, Gary Carter, a base hit in his first trip. The 1-1. Down the first baseline. He's got it. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now back.
So here now is the pitcher, Tom Seaver. He flew out in his last at bat. And that misses. 2-1.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Vargas backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
The left fielder.
So the Royals batting order turns over and set to go. Ryan Braun. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. The 1-1 home. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. Back up the middle. And that's through for his first base hit in this one.
Well, Matt, as we take a look at his line here, he might not know all the specifics, but he knows he hasn't been pitching all that well in this one. Sometimes it happens. You start a game and never completely get into that rhythm. Seems to be the case here.
Standing in now, Robin Yount. Hit out towards second. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. One left for Kansas City, and it remains 5-2. Into the box, Christian Walker. He drew a walk his first time up. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. Stephen Vogt is on deck. And the pitch. Fouled off. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Now batting.
Digging
catcher,
in now, Stephen Vogt. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Vogt.
4th inning here, already a 5-2 score. A 2-ball, 2-strike count to the Diamondbacks catcher.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
The 2-2.
No, that's the ball. Count is full.
Fly ball right down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Pulled toward right center field. Mantle is there as he had to travel a ways, but he makes the catch deep in the alley for the 2nd out.
The batter, number 15.
Digging
Second
in,
baseman.
Ildemaro Vargas comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors so far for the Diamondbacks. Turned on, but it's wide of first and foul. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Throw over to Perez will be in plenty of time, and the inning is over. So nothing happening this time around. We played 4 full. It's the Royals 5 and the Diamondbacks 2. Merrill Kelly, a 6'2" right-hander, jogs in to take over on the mound.
Number 29. Merrill Kelly.
All ready to go in the top of the 5th, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Gary Sheffield. Up high, 2-1 now. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a solo shot here to left center field. Number 26 for him on the season as they open it up to 6-2 now.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
At the plate, Mickey Mantle. Just got the corner that time with a fastball, strike 2. Three and 2, a full count to the Royals center fielder. George Brett waits on deck. The 3-2 pitch. Hit down the line at first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting.
There's a look at the final line for the Arizona starter. Certainly not the night he wanted to have.
Hey, this certainly wasn't the outing he was looking for when he left the bullpen while warming up. Too many pitches over the heart of the plate. 4 home runs. That's right. 4 home runs he allowed in this one.
Ready once again, George Brett. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Boy, this has been a tough one for him so far, D-Roll. 7th hit of the game already. They're really making him work.
Yeah, 100%, Dan. As Dustin Pedroia says, it's a laser show out there.
At the plate now, Tony Perez. Pitch out, nothing doing. 6 runs, 7 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. Got him to go after a bad one there, and it evens the count at 2-2.
He's going.
And Brett's on the move. Hit sharply on the ground. And that's through for another base hit. He'll make it 2 for 2 in this one. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Boy, is that a thing of beauty right there. Hit and run to perfection, D-Roll. Runners at first and third.
Yeah, it's exactly what you're trying to do. You don't see it in today's game too much. There's a lot of moving parts, a lot of walks, homers, and strikeouts. But right there, manager sets it in motion, and the hitter just executes to perfection.
And he goes the other way, but he got a lot of it deep down the line. Catch is made near the line. Here comes the runner from third. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home the 2nd run of the inning.
So 2 are gone now in the Royal 5th, and up next will be the Hall of Famer catcher Gary Carter. The 2-1 home is a fastball that misses.
Boy, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
Ready with the 3-1. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his 2nd hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Tom Seaver. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Taken, strike 2.
1-2.
Reaches out for one and hits it on the ground to second. He's right there. Throw on to first, and an important pitch there as they get out of the inning before things explode. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Royals 7 and the Diamondbacks 2.